here. 96% of the media is owned by 6 Jewish corporations. And you know it. You know it. Nobody wants you. Oh, you got free speech too. Just like the Holocaust.
It shouldn't be hard to condemn Nazis, but for some reason the Republicans have a really difficult time doing so. That's because those people are largely in their voting base.
Once again, what's going on in Florida needs to be paid attention to by everyone in the country, considering the guy who is currently our governor could very likely be running for president this next election. So several months back, we had literal Nazis come to Orlando, Florida, and stand on a street corner protesting. They waved their flags, they did their salutes, they saw a young man with an Israeli flag license plate cover, pulled him out of his car, and physically assaulted him. And when reporters asked Governor Ron DeSantis what he thought about all of that, he got upset. Upset that the left was trying to make him look bad. And let's say, for argument's sake, that was the case, that the left just wanted him to look bad. That seems like a super simple situation to diffuse. How hard is it to go? I'm not playing these games. So what camera do I look at? This one? Yeah, let me say this very clearly. Nazis, you're not welcome in my state. You're not my people. I don't want you here. You are not welcome in Florida. That seems like a no-brainer. That is not what he did.
And I think it speaks a lot about your character, or lack thereof, that you can't even condemn some of the worst people on the planet if they just might vote for you. It says a lot about people's aspirations and their obsession with power and what they're willing to do or not do in their quest for power. And the stuff that's been happening in Florida is nothing short of horrifying. So you could see in that video that people who are literally waving Nazi flags are marching around Florida and harassing locals. Even recently, someone had made a flag with a swastika on it, but the lines in the swastika were the state of Florida. I guess that could be the new state flag given how DeSantis is doing things there. And Republicans' silence on these people really shows that they're tacitly welcoming them into the fold. And that's alarming because DeSantis could be the next president. And all of this really underscores how this problem, this hate and extremism on the far right in this country, wasn't unique to Trump. And a lot of Democrats like to pin all of this on Trump, and that's just not true. Obviously, the things Trump did and said when he was running for president and when he was president were horrible, but none of that was new. And it totally erases our really disgusting and horrible history. If we can't look at things in totality, if we can't look at them with historical context, we're really only doomed to repeat those same mistakes. And that's what's happening here. It was totally naive for liberal pundits to say that Trump singularly was reinvigorating all of this hate and extremism in this country. That never went away. He certainly emboldened some people, but those people always existed, and they were inspired by other historical figures. And more than that, the rhetoric that Trump popularized has really been adopted by a lot of Republicans around the country. There's a ton of state candidates in red states and even some blue that are trying to get into power that have really adopted his style. But ultimately, they're leaning on the systemic racism in this country because they know people already had those beliefs. And that's what's manifesting here. This didn't happen overnight. It's not going to go away with Trump. You could throw everything you want at him, but when you have people still doing the same things just with a little bit more polish, it's only going to get worse because you're missing the forest for the trees. It's naive to think that you've defeated fascism just because Trump isn't president. You've got dozens, if not hundreds of fascists all around the country, either in office or running for office. So you gotta think bigger. This problem is horrifying, but one single person doesn't lead to Nazis marching in the streets. It's a systemic party-wide problem. So good-minded people like you who care about somebody they don't know and are willing to fight for them, you're going to be what it takes to stop this kind of stuff. And it goes beyond voting. Voting is just one part of the political process. Getting involved at the community level, getting involved in groups like DSA, getting involved at the grassroots. That is what it's going to take to stomp out this kind of hate. Not voting and not blaming it all on Trump.